welcome you all to my channel. Yes, I do. So today is Sunday, excuse me, the 28th of June 2026. It's hard to believe that it's the last Sunday in June. Absolutely. Oh, my leg. And so, yeah, it's time marches on, I can tell you that. So, this is the live, and I do a live on Sundays most of the time. There's one Saturday a month that I do it on the Saturday because Father Paul comes on the Sunday. So, today it was just a lay service. So, we had Father Paul last Sunday, so that's why it was on the Saturday. So, yeah. So, well, today is a cloudy day. It is been raining. My birdies have all been coming back, bringing their young ones now too. Hello, hello. Nice to see you, whoever you are. Christina, Exie, Helen, Sharita. Ah, there she is, Christina. How are you doing, sweetie? Um, Yeah. So, yeah, it's rather chilly. It's like 18, 19 degrees today. I think it's only supposed to go up to 21. So, not very warm at all for this time of year. Not like it is over in Europe. Oh my gosh. In Europe, they've got temperatures 46 degrees Celsius plus. Oh, 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 my goodness. That is unreal. That is unreal. Yeah. So, what am I working on? Well, I am working on my Jesus the Good Shepherd. And I'm going to work on this today because it's easier to do this and that. And because I can't work on a counted or on something that's really small, it's too hard for me. So, I will work on this. This is a 14 count. It's a Joy Sunday kit I got a few years back. I'm stitching this up for the church. I don't know when I'll get it done. It'll be whenever I get it done. So I'll be finished with that in a blink of an eye. Hello, Exie. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure when I will get it done. Uh, why do you put come out? What's that mean? What's that? I could understand that if you were from Newfoundland. They have, like they'll say come from away or something like that, but I don't understand the come out thing. What does that mean? Is that East Coast thing? Is that a I, I don't know. I don't know. So, so what you all working on today? Yes, I yeah. See here, I had worked here on winter samplers. So I worked here, and I'm almost finished this part in this section. So, and then I'm probably going to go up here. This is going to be white, white. This is going to be a toile white in here. So, where it's snow or ice, I use the A12. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah. So, still praying for Venezuela. Apparently, that just before I came on here, there was another earthquake. I don't know how big the earthquake was, but that's just gonna, where people have been underneath there and they're in a precarious position, this could be it for them. It's just sad. It's just sad. I don't know. I have to look it up and see what they have here. I don't know. Um, earthquake, Venezuela. So what happened? South America, oh, ran out of Krynic, so I might put it on hold for next month's challenge next week. Okay. Okay. Um, okay, but they're not saying, they're not, they're not saying, they're just still referring to the two a few days ago. So I don't know. I don't know, but I did see it that they had said that there was another one, which they expect. I'm sure of it. They expected that. So yeah. So this morning I went um, to church for the lay service. We were only four people. Still on wings of the dove. I have been monogamous, but am feeling the need for a short affair. For a short affair. Yeah. You mean a one night stand? Yeah. So, yeah, I have to break mine up because it becomes too much. Maybe. um, yeah, because I just have to, it depends on what it is that I want to work on. So, yes, and this is Canada Day week. And also for the states, they are in full swing there for their Independence Day. Yes. Oh, speaking of next week, next Sunday's live, because I was asked if I would go over and work the North Gate with Juliet, and I said, well, yeah, of course, I'll do that, no problem. And our shift starts at 1 to 3, so I will go over there and yeah, so the live next Sunday is going to be from 11 to 12:30. Okay, it's just going to be an hour less. um I don't know, can you hear me, Exie? Can you hear me? Does that sound any better? I can't do anything. I should maybe try and see if I can get that microphone. Okay, thank you. Yeah, a bit louder, good. So, yeah, I wish that they would have it, that it would be you know, that the microphone would pick up better. So, yeah, technology is great, but it is limited, right? So, mm, yes, yes, yes. So I picked out, I think it was 10 kits to take there that the winner of the door prize can choose from. Just a minute, I'm going to get it so I can show you and ask you what you think. Now, I made sure these are all 11 count. Okay, so this is one of them. Um, this one here, oh yeah, this one, they're Christmas baubles. I got this one. Oops. I have that one. So what is that? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 4. That one. That's 5. Yes, I know. But they're 11 count, and I would prefer 14 or 16. I got this one, Christmas candles. I got this one. And then I got this one. That one. And I have December. I thought I had September as well. But like I said, these are all 11 count. And as you know, I don't like working on 11 count. Do I have a lot that are 11 count, that are underweight? Yeah, I do. So, and then what I can do is I can put these up for sale if anybody, would like to buy them. This one. Some of them are more, like this one here would be like $10. Girl reading and the two ladies are my favorite. This girl, you mean reading? Yeah. And yes, I do like this. Oh my gosh, I like that, but it's an 11 count. And then, of course, there is the Christmas baubles. And then I got the street view. So, now, would you, as say, another ethnic group or belief system or whatever, would you say there's anything wrong with this? Would you think that someone would say it's too colonial? Yeah. Like, I'm still pretty miffed about that. I am so neutral. I am so neutral. You know, like, why is it that the um, R word has to be brought into it? I don't understand. Like, that's pretty low. You know. Oh, oh, oh! Get this. Ow. Yeah, I think, anyways. And I had asked Julia because no, just because of one person's opinion doesn't mean it's a. Let's just forget her. Let others decide. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Now, they snookered me into giving away one charm. They thought I'd give more, but I'm not. Do you think what I should do is put a charm in each bag and that's it? Or should I take this up there and let them choose what they want? You know, she is a prejudiced one against Christians. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not just that, it's white people. But she's white herself. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. I just I just thought, well, I would do that, but they can only take one, you know. These things are expensive. Like, somebody has to pay for them. It's me. Mm, no. So, yeah. I am, by my very nature, I'm generous. I I give of myself. I had something come up here. What is this that's come up? What is this that's come up? Something just came up. Let me see, what was that? Oh, that one. What the heck was that? I don't know. um, yeah, I'm very generous. You guys know that. Like, how many times did I do gift-aways? And a lot of times I would always put in something extra, right? That's just who I am. It's who I am. And, like, what would you have done? Tell me, what would you have done? You know, like, I've got no problems with anybody. If you're kind to me, I'm kind to you. If you're respectful to me, I'll be respectful to you. I do not know. It was so sudden and shocking. Yeah, that's right, Exie. It was. It was. I've never felt such blatant R word. There was no need for that. Or, you know, that I'm not going to go up there and perform a lay service. I'm not going to go up there and do prayers, and I'm not going to, I no, like to infer that I am an R person. You're passing a judgment on me that there's no basis. I know we have a large Indigenous community here. I didn't go into this thinking, oh no, there's going to be all Indigenous people and they're all going to act like this and they're all going to act like that and they're all going to want to smoke and they're all going to, want to do this and they're going to do a powwow and they're going to do. Gosh. Like, really? Like, oh my gosh. Isn't that kind of stereotyping or painting everyone with the same brush? I wouldn't give her more power by talking about her. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It comes up every once in a while, but I am getting better. I am getting better. So, yeah. It just threw me totally for a loop. Just totally. I could understand it if I had started in and saying, no, there can't be Indigenous people. No, there can't be East Indian. No, there can't be Russian people or Ukrainian people or black people or whatever else. You know, like you go through Etsy, you go through Michaels, you go through Stitching with the Housewives, you go through a lot of other things, right? I mean, I know Stitching with the Housewives and all of that, very Americana, okay? But as you can see, and I finished this yesterday, I laced it. As you can see, I turned one that was Americana into Canadiana. So, you know, you work with what you've got, right? You work with what you've got. If you're not a Christmas person, then don't do Christmas. Nobody's forcing you to buy or work on a certain thing. It's just like for me. If somebody came here and said, here, I've got like 4 mermaid counted or printed cross stitch, I would say, thank you very much. I will do them as a gift away because I don't stitch them. Same with unicorns. It's not my thing, right? It's like stitching obscene words. I do not do that under any circumstances. I've been close to doing it, but I have kind of blocked it out. I don't put the whole word in there because I don't like that. Oh well. We'll see how it goes. I am looking forward to it though. I really am. And because this is handwork that anybody can really do, right? It is easy. It is it crosses all cultures and ethnic groups and everything else. It depends on what you like, right? If you like Islamic sayings, go ahead. That doesn't mean I'm going to do it. Go ahead if that's what you choose, right? If you like nudes, go ahead and do it. Just don't expect me to do it, right? Yeah. So we'll see what it's like. And I will make the decision after the class if I would ever do another class up there. Yeah. So, and so many people have said that $20 for a kit, my time, um, lesson, everything is well worth it. Like I know I was getting from other people, they say, oh, you should charge more for that. $30 or $40 each. Well, I just want to recoup my money that I've invested. Like scissors like this cost money, and the charms cost money, and everything else. Now, is there anything else that I should do you think? Have I missed anything? I am taking a bunch of, what do you call them? Different kinds of floss drops, just to show them what kind, what they are. That some come on cards like this, others come on the cardboard ones. You know, it depends. I don't want them to get it, to go and buy a kit, and then they go, oh, well, this is not, I don't know how to work with this, right? How do I do this? A lot of it they will have to learn on their own, right? They will have to learn on their own. And that is true of anything. And the thing is that, yeah, okay, that one's done. That you get the type of results that you put in, okay? So I'm going to make sure that I teach them how to do proper backs to make their backs look good. Um, I don't know what else. I'm going to take various floss there, like DMC. Then there's arrow threads and painting fairy threads and whatever else, you know. So I guess I'll have to wait and see, right? But I put my heart and soul into this because, is it because I have to do it? Am I being forced to do it? No. I'm doing this because I choose to share my craft so that other people, who knows? I don't think everybody that's going to come to the class is going to say, yeah, this is something I like. Okay? No. No. Because every person is an individual. Every person stitches differently. But I am grateful that Megan is a lefty so that she can help those that are, the basic principles are the same, right? And it depends on how just as long as your X's all go the same way. And that, so. Is there anything I can add? What would you like to have known before you started stitching? What is it that would have made it easier for you or whatever? What would have done, you know, not think of anything else. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm sure there's going to be questions coming up on whatever it is, right? And I'm sure that people are going to find, they're going to ask a question that I can't even think of, right? And I'm taking various embellishments there. Um, that was so long ago when daggers was wrong. Same here. Same here. I've been doing this for 60 years. Absolutely. This is, am I an expert? No. Do I do I know how to stitch? Yes. Do I understand how things work? Yes. Can I teach it? Yes. Um, if you ask me to do, like, I know I'd like to get back to my chatelaine, but if it is that um, no. If you ask me to do cut work, no. Hardanger, like that, no. I will show how to do French knots, but I'm going to say if you don't have to do it, don't do it. You know, use use beads instead. You know, I'm not a French French knot person. I'm not a French knot person. I don't like to do that. I know there's like bullion knots and oh my gosh, lazy daisy stitches and whatever, but it's not. I just like stitching. Yes, I use specialty floss. Yes, I work on all kinds of other things. Um, but I'm sure someone will take it and they'll find something and they'll go, oh, this looks good in there, right? Oh, and if I didn't show you, that's the back of my lacing. Okay. So, yeah, so this one is ready to go for Wednesday. So that leaves me only 5 more to do. Yeah, it'll be so nice once I get them all done, 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 and out of the way. But there are others that I want to do, you know, that I've got so many that um, I could do, and the thing is, everybody's artistic abilities is different, right? What attracts one person may not attract to me, right? So it depends. Like, I know, like on Mirabilias, they have all these mermaids and Bella Filipina and all of that. If you go for that, great, wonderful. It's not my thing. It is not my thing. I do not like to stitch mermaids or unicorns or I don't know, whatever else. What else? I like stitching ladies and I like stitching angels. and I like Joan Elliott designs, you know. So just because I like Joan Elliott doesn't mean that you have to. You may look at that and go, "Ugh, no, not me," you know. And there's nothing wrong with that. Oh my gosh, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing, nothing, nothing wrong with that. Not at all. So, is it raining? I'm not sure if it's raining. Oh, I've been having trouble here with my asthma. I've been coughing and my throat's been irritated and all of that. Not very good. Hmm. Yeah. So. do, 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 do. But I'm looking forward to having this one done. Jesus the Good Shepherd. Yes, I am. It's just to have it finished, right? Then I can get on to something else again. One thing I was really happy about, though, as I was lacing up July, was that I am so glad that I pushed myself to get them all done, that they're all finished, all the barns. I was very pleased with that. Hair, 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 hair. So, yeah. Anyways, oh, not right there. Gosh. Oh, it's up here. Gosh darn not. Oh, come on, come on, come on. So, do you think all those kits there is enough to choose from? That there's enough of a variety to choose from? Oh, I am going to take some magazines along too, cross stitching magazines. Um, thank you for your support. Yeah. I just want to make sure I'm fair to everybody, right? That, you know, and they're going to bring the coffee and the donuts, and I'm taking my lunch with me, and yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah. I never had it like it was bring your own coffee, your drink, your own snacks, everything. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Oh, I know that this video is backwards to you guys. I know that. I don't know why that it's done this way, but yeah. So this coming week we're supposed to get nicer weather, but it's going to be raining the way that it is right now, right through until Wednesday, I think. Mon- Monday and Tuesday are going to be the heaviest rain days. But you know what? I look now, an hour from now, I can go back and look, and it's all different. So, like on the weather radar, they had it, we were supposed to be all clear out there. No, there's clouds. It's a gray day. Heat will be brutal here over. Okay, so Alexa, what is 100 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
100 degrees Fahrenheit is about 38 degrees Celsius.
Hi, Gigi. Yeah, 38 degrees. Just think, Europe is even hotter than that. They're at 46, 47 degrees. Yeah, and over here we don't have that kind of nice hot weather. So, yeah. I seen this morning there were so many birds out here because I guess all the fledglings have come now. And the parents are bringing their youngsters to get food. So, and how to get food and everything. I watched earlier in the week that there was the parent bird was going down on the ground and picking up seed, and the young one was there, like this and flapping its wings, right? So it's amazing how nature works, that even birds can teach their young ones, whether it's Canada geese, swans, whether it's moose, it's deer, um, whatever it is, how they are able to communicate to their offspring on how to get food. Like they must make some kind of noises, twittering noises or whatever. And that. It's just incredible. Oh boy. Have a banana? Yes, have a banana. Mm. Gigi, what are you working on today? You still working on your Biscarnu? I'm working here on Jesus the Good Shepherd just because it's easy. and I want to get it done. It's still going to take a little while, but I will eventually get it done. Yes, I will. Mm-mm. I got to see if I can find a frame for it. Use either a new frame from like Dollarama or a used frame from the thrift store, something like that. Hmm. Okay, here. Yeah. Yeah. Soon we'll be halfway through the year. Does that not just, I know, it just boggles my mind. I know those of you in the South, um, you are probably looking forward to cooler temperatures this fall. I'm not. Like cool temperatures like this, yeah, that's fine. But as soon as it starts getting with highs of 0, 1 degree, oh my gosh, I don't even want to go out. I'm not made for winter. I am just not made for winter. Yeah. So the parade is going to be next Saturday starting at 11. That is both the Canada Day parade and Creamery Days. And the reason why we have Creamery Days here is because Ericsdale was famous for its butter. And they've got the museum there and the creamery and still all the old equipment in there and everything else. I went through it last year, I believe, because I wanted to see what it was like. And yeah, I remember years ago as a kid, we used to always go in like March. We used to always take a field trip to go to the sugar bush and watch how, maple syrup was made and tapped and everything else, and making maple sugar candy and yeah. I'm always curious. I'm always curious about things. How does this work? How does that work? I may not be able, where they give me all these parts and they say, here, you know, make one. No, I couldn't do that. It's just like I can't design cross stitch. No, I can alter it, but I cannot I don't have it up in here and I don't draw. I can have ideas, but I can't implement them. Yeah, we've all been given a talent for something. If you're like Jonah, he's got a talent for whining. So he's up here. Ruthie's got to be over there on the bed. Yes, I'm almost finished stitching the back. Then I'll stitch front and back to Stefan and it will be done. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. See, I'm not one for that. I have stitched small pillows. I have done that. Yes, I have. Is it my favorite? No, 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 no. It's just, that's another thing that I just, no, yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. So I guess I came up with kind of a question. I think I asked it before, but I can't remember. But I think I did. And that is how do you stitch and why? Do you stitch in hand? And is that because of the size of the project, or is that because it's more comfortable to you? Do you stitch with a hoop? Do you stitch with an urge? Do you stitch with a Q snap? Do you stitch with a frame? Do you use like a floor stand or a lap stand or whatever it is? What do you, what is it that you prefer to use? Now, I go between all different kinds, right? It just depends on what I am working on. Then I can start a small Halloween ornament pattern that is simple and cute. So stitch on a Christmas ornament for my sister. Ah, okay. I did post, if you noticed, I did post a couple of freebies there on the Facebook group, which is Stitching in the Interlake. And if you want to join up there, you need to be a subscriber to my channel. And usually stitch with a nurge or scroll for large products. I stitch in hand when the fabric is stiff. Okay, yeah. um, yeah, I posted some free patterns over there. And remember that for the 1st of July, I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be doing Christmas in July or whatever it is, right? I don't like to get bogged down in like Christmas because there are people who don't celebrate Christmas. Maybe they're Jewish and they celebrate Hanukkah. Maybe they celebrate Kwanzaa, and the urge is comfortable for me. Oh yeah, yeah. Um, See, when I stitch with my Q snap, I like to have it leaning up against something. I still haven't heard yet about that thing that they're supposedly sending me. And I do not know. Yes. Is this going to be another, you know, oh, we're looking into it. We're looking into it. In the meantime, you know, months pass and they haven't done a darn thing. I'm wondering if I should contact them and ask them. It's been a week and a half now, I believe. Speaking of patterns, I have gone 6 months without buying patterns. I am proud of myself. I've gotten free ones and several giveaways, but no purchases. That's good. That's good. Like I had to buy because when I went on Timu, because I needed something like that, right? But I have not gone out, and I don't even know when the last. Does anybody remember when the last one I bought? Can't remember. I can't remember. I know I had bought. Okay. So I did get that PDF from Painting Fairy. I didn't buy it for me. I oh goodness gracious. I got it because I had been asked what their PDFs were like. So that's why I got them. I I have bought other like kits. I did buy a few, but I got them mostly on sale. Yeah, same here, Christina. Same here. So I do wish that Painting Fairy would offer smaller, smaller designs, like as PDFs. I know on the one that I got from them, I would take out a whole bunch of the background and just concentrate on one area. Because you have a nice fabric that you use, that's going to be perfect. So, but no, I don't think I have. Oh, I did. I did. I did get from Stitching with the Housewives. I did get some patterns there for Mother's Day. And that was the last time I had purchased something like that. But I just have so many that it was becoming crazy. I know by limited the incoming stash. Yes, absolutely, I agree. Absolutely. It's just that Stitching with the Housewives sales only come up usually twice a year. So it's usually Mother's Day. Sometimes it's Black Friday. Other times it's Boxing Day. So, or Cyber Monday, whatever it is. That's my only opportunity to get the ones that are sale price, because to buy regular price is just no. So I did do that. Yeah, but that's all that I bought. So, and all of these ones that I get from Painting Fairy, I get because they've given me a discount. So I can get something. And yeah, and that's why I got all these seasonal ones. So, um, so for the 1st of July, it's going to be, I don't know, seasonal in July. Whatever season you want to work on. right? If you want to work on spring, you can. If you want to work on autumn, you can. It does not matter. Yeah. And I was watching Stitching with the Housewives yesterday, and they are going to be bringing out here Christmas ones, and also they're working on ones for autumn. So probably as soon as July is finished, it's going to start kicking into Halloween and autumn. So, but for July, if you choose to just keep stitching on what you're stitching on, that's great. If you choose to work on the challenge of seasonal in July, I looked at a Lowry stand last night. They are still crazy expensive, and I do not understand why. Just a few pieces of metal. I agree. Oh, and Gigi had written, I use Q-snaps and hoops in my Lowry stand and for cross stitch. I have my needlepoint project in a scroll frame that also goes in the Lowry. Yeah. Did you sell your painting fairy frame? No, I did not. No, I did not. I wish there was a way that I could convert it over to make it into a lap stand. That's what I wish I could do. Maybe I can ask them maybe I'll do that. I'll contact them and ask them to see if I can buy extra pieces. I would not mind having one. Yeah, they are. They're very solid. I have to give them credit for that. They're very solid. They are well made, everything else. I just have trouble finding the right one because of what I have here, right? I have this card table, and this week I think I'm going to get rid of this card table. There's just so much here. Like, you should see my place. I've got bins all over the place. And I'm going to yeah, start take stuff over there to the garage. Yeah. So, mm, yeah, so I keep hoping and praying that thing will come in from that Varel fragrance. I think it's what it's called. I would not buy anything from them. I would not. Sorry. I can't recommend them. Their customer service stinks. Their how they're trying to resolve the issue stinks. What they should have done is they should have said, it's lost somewhere. We're going to put another one in the mail. We'll send it to you. That's what they should have done. And instead, they're dicking around and Lowry was a huge game changer for me. It's minimalist, but so functional. It was designed so well. It's for me too, Gigi. My dream is to find a Lowry in a thrift store. That is going to be hard. Unless what you do, Exy, is that if you take the picture of it and take it somewhere who manufacture, like, they do welding and stuff like that, that can make one for you. Yeah, that's the, I don't know how much it would cost. Hi, Janet. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's a different brand on it. I know for me, like I need something. I need something. Because I like stitching two-handed. Mind you, I do like stitching in hand too. But what are you stitching on, Janet? Well, better late than never, right? I will not go out of my way. Just keep dreaming and looking. That's right. That's right. Check thrift stores, check yard sales, everything. Yeah. You never know what you're going to find. Now, some people may charge a lot, so you got to know your prices, right? Still on One Nation. Should have it done in a couple of weeks. Okay, that's good. So, what have you guys all got planned for Canada Day or Independence Day for the 4th of July? What are you guys going to do? So, I'm just it's just going to be another day for me here. I don't know if they have fireworks. They may just put it in with Creamery Days and that. I am going to watch the parade on Saturday, though. It starts, Sandra said today it started at 11 o'clock. And I'm praying for good weather. My grandkids will be here swimming and having burgers and hot dogs. Okay, that's good. Tiny Town is having a festival with music, then fireworks. Okay. I kind of wish that they would stop the fireworks. I know they're nice and everything else, but it is so damaging to animals, dogs, cats, everything. Wild animals. It's not just the real sound of the fireworks, it's the infrasound that the fireworks give off. That high pitch whine and that, just there's a Lowry on eBay for 156. See, that's way too expensive for me. I'm not gonna, no. I agree. They are horror for animals. Yes, they are. Animals, it just scares these dogs and that they howl and whine and they just can't take it. It's just, it's just like autistic people. They can't take loud noises like that, right? And they've been getting noise canceling earphones for them. But the thing is, you can't do that for your animals. You know, like that is, I don't know. I've never, fireworks are nice, but no. And to me, it's a waste of money. Really, it's a waste of money. Like for 15 minutes, it can cost you like over $2,000. You know, and then when they do the New Year's ones, oh my gosh, they are toxic for the environment. Yes, I agree. You've got all that cordite in there, and there's heavy metals in there, and all of that. And and if one goes off and they can't find it, like it's a dud or something like that, you don't know what's going to happen to it. An animal could come up to it and push it like that and explode. But people will still do it. And then you get these people who have no experience in fireworks at all, have no idea on how to um, be safety conscious with them. And then they wonder, oh, one goes up and it lands on somebody's roof and there goes their house. Or um, it explodes prematurely and someone gets it blown up in their hands and face. Every year. Every year. You know, like that's just, and they think, oh, it's so much fun, it's so much fun. Yeah, you know, it's fun and it's funny until someone gets hurt. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, like I said, for next Sunday, the live is going to be. It starts at 11, but it's going to end at 12:30. Okay, so it's only an hour and a half next week. Because Juliet and I were working over at the North Gate um, for the Creamery Days, and I like doing that. It's just a couple of hours, and the North Gate isn't that busy, and you know, sometimes you don't see, but by that time of the day, you don't see very many people. I don't know if they're doing tractor pull, if they're doing something or other. I don't know. And then the next big event is the Ericsdale Community Yard Sale. Oh, oh, hi, Annette. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Um, yeah, soon it's going to be the Ericsdale Community Yard Sale. And this is what I was going to say. Remember my other buggy? You know, Juliet was able to sell it for me yesterday. So that one's gone. Good, good, good. That is good. $50. So I paid $50 for it. I sold it for 50. So That's good. I'm not going to put any cross stitch in there this year. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. So, so what are you stitching on, Lynette? Or were you working on diamond painting? I can't remember. Somebody was working on diamond painting. And I am working here on Jesus the Good Shepherd. I'm down, where am I? Oh, somewhere in there. Right there is where I'm at. Oh, that was Mandy. Okay. I can't remember. I got a good memory, except that it's very short. Very, very short. Ah, kung fu-y. Kung fu-y. Kung fu-y. Let's do this one and this one. Oh gosh, there he is, coughing up a lung. Oh my gosh, now how did I do that? How on earth did I do that? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's got to go this way and this way. Oh, no, did that one wrong. Funny you should mention diamond painting. I was thinking of starting one that's in my stash. It's huge. It's a Christmas one, but I don't know if I'll have it done by Christmas. Does it matter? You'll have it done next year for Christmas in July, right? So, I have Christmas ones. I have my winter sampler. Will I get it done this year? I very much doubt it. It will be my focus for July, though. But I am going to continue working here on Jesus, the Good Shepherd, because I want to get it done. Where is that? Okay, right there. Yeah. Every color that I do, I should just start it and see how far I get. That's right. Oh my gosh, why are you doing this? I thought I... You can only do what you can do. That one and that one. Sorry, I've got a knot here. Ah, gosh. If I can spot the knot before I get too far. Come here. Come here. Ah, gosh. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Oh, gosh, come here. gosh. How does it take one little thing like this to mess it up? Okay, where is this? Gosh, it's going from bad to worse. Is that? Oh well, that's. Oh gosh, come on. Well, that little knot is just going to stay there. Yeah, it's not affecting it here. It's gliding through. Oh, yeah, so for July, I'm going to work on winter sampler. For August, I'm going to work on autumn sampler. Okay. I remember that you were in a parade a few years back. Was that for Creamery Days? Are you going to go in the parade again? No. 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 I've gone twice that I was in that for with Rosie. I'm selling Rosie this year because I don't my knees can't take it. My butt can't take it sitting on that saddle there. Um, the yeah, it's causing me too much problems. So no. But I'm glad that I had done it. Really glad that I had done it. I will be watching the parade, so I'll see about taking some video of it. I don't think I can do a live, but I will try maybe. And I don't know if anybody would join it on the Saturday, but you can watch it later. But I don't know if I have enough of a signal that I can do, unless it is that I can sit outside in the front there and the window's open and I can get my signal coming through. I'll see. I will see. Yeah, because the parade comes right by here. And Seniors Resources, they've got a float in there, and there'll be a fire truck and cop car and um, horses and yeah, everything. There's always the regular people that come, maybe some tractors, old tractors. Yeah. Now it is that they are not letting people on the floats throw candy because they're finding it too dangerous for the kids because they run out there in front trying to get it. So they have decided that there's no more of that. It can be that there are people walking along the side who will um, who will hand out. But yeah, which I think is because you get the young ones, they're so excited and everything else, and if mom and dad are turned and they dart out and they go, oh, or they spot a candy on the street there and they run out and they don't realize that there's a vehicle there. I mean, everybody's going slow anyways, but still. So they're gonna have uh, people with the floats that are gonna go around and, you know, it's kind of like this on the side there, not on the road. So yeah, yeah, I'm not going to. Mm-mm. No, my knee is bad here, and that Baker cyst, if that's what it is, hurts. Walking is probably the best thing that you can do. Yeah. Your subscriber, Ladybug, posted the video on your Facebook page on a frame. She does mostly diamond painting on her YouTube channel. Yep, yep, yep. She did. I saw that. It's a wonderful frame, stitching frame. The only thing for me, it will not work because of my table. That's what this all hinges on. If I had the right table for it, then it would be fine. The same with my the one there from Painting Fairy. I'm going to contact them, and I am going to see if maybe they can, you know, the parts that I can turn it from that into one that sits on my lap. So somebody's cooking or doing something in smoke alarm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was really neat. I think it's nice, but you got to have the right setup for it. And for me, that is just impossible. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with my asthma. And I think it's probably, I don't know if it's sprinkling or misting out there. I don't know. So, is anybody else going to join me for Seasons in July? And if so, what are you planning? What season are you going to work on? But yeah, I'm going to work, I'm going to continue working here on Winter Sampler. Excuse me. But of course, when I do my lives, I'm going to work on this one just because it's easier. I can't really see that one. Well, I mean, yeah, I can. But when I do my videos, I have to work on this one because I just cannot. Oh, I was going to ask. I have one of these, like it's a magnifying lamp that goes around your neck, sits on your shoulder, and it's heavy, right? Work on a Christmas one. Yes, I know you are, and I don't know what it is. You won't tell me. Um, and I'm wondering. Oh, just a minute here. Let me get it right here. Okay. I thought this would be good for taking places. I can't. For my neck, it's too hard. How much do you think I should sell this for? Or try and sell it for? See, like, I didn't even use it very often because it was just too here and pulling on my neck. Now, if you don't have neck problems, neck issues, I think it's pretty good. And you can take it with you. For me, it's a bit bulky. I believe I got it. It was either on Amazon. Let me see. Let me see here. Um, um, shoulder, shoulder, magnifying. Oops, I'm not. Oh gosh, no. Mag. No, not that one. Magnifying lamp. Okay, let me see. No, no, no. I had ones that clipped on here. No good. See these ones here. Mm, no, I don't know. No, the clip-on ones are $30. Um, but I'm not sure where I got it. I'm really not that sure. So it was around anywhere between $20 and $30. So, and it's rechargeable. So I have not. I bought it like maybe what 3 years ago. I could have gotten it on Temu. I don't remember, or AliExpress. I don't remember. So, oh my leg. Um, so I don't know. It's not doing me any good. Kathy had bought one. I said, "Don't buy things like this." I said, "I've got lots of stuff. I can sell it to you." Because I can't use it. It's just not, I tried it and that, but yeah. It just, because of my occipital neuralgia and my collapsing here of C1, C2, and the weight here, no, no, it does not work for me. Not at all. But I've got stuff like this, and I'm not forcing anybody to buy it. I will have it there for sale if someone wants it. If someone wants to buy it, I will have it there. But do you think $20? Do you think that would be reasonable? I don't know. I don't want to charge too much or not enough. Mm-hmm. That's not it. So, I think I have still some of my cross stitching books that I had. Better Homes and Gardens. Like, I want to take stuff there so that they know. Say they're out and about, or someone has a set, or they go to a yard sale or whatever it is, that they will see it and they'll go, oh, yeah, you know. I'm not teaching counted this time round. That will be a different class. But it's, yeah. Oof. Gigi, since you're on here, if I had something like phlebitis or a blood clot in my calf or something, it would be hard, red, hot, and I think it's certain movements cause more pain than others. Because I have pain in my calf, but I don't know if that is related or could be related to that Baker's cyst. So I still have not heard yet about my ultrasound or my MRI. I don't know when those are gonna come out. Not at all. I don't know. It's got to be their booking system or something. Like before, I had trouble there to get my bone density test. Then there was another MRI. Now it's this, and well, they should have sent it. They should have sent it. I said, I know, but like you can't just call here and say I want to book an appointment. You can't do that. Like we do have the ultrasound over here, but they have to have the technician on duty. So maybe she comes once a week. I don't know. But Yeah. Oh, my leg, my leg. So, just a reminder for next Sunday's live. The live is going to be from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. only, because Juliet and I were working over at the north entrance for the parking lot and getting in and that. So most of the people would get there on Saturday. Those who are camping and whatever else. Or they would get there first thing in the morning. And yeah. So it's usually not that bad. I think there was one year I worked it and it was from, I think, 3 to 5, and it was just virtually dead. And there was nothing going on. So, I mean, there were a few people trying to get in, but they had already bought tickets, and, they had left for something, maybe to buy food or something. And, yeah. So, I think this is my third year doing it. Last year we didn't do it because Juliet couldn't, because of the, I don't know if I did, not sure if I went last year or not. Don't know. But I know that the forest fire situation was really bad last year. Thankfully, this year, because of all the rain and cooler temperatures, gosh, um, there are forest fires here in Manitoba, but nothing right close by. Oh, where is this? I'm busy stitching away, and then I have a little kind of hanging thing here on my nail, and pulls it. So yeah. So I'm hoping to walk over to Juliet's because it's not that far, about 500 meters. And then we'll walk across over to it's just right across the road. So, DVT, DVT, deep vein thrombosis. Yeah, okay. But I'm not feeling any heat. I'm just feeling pain um, when I move it in certain ways of extremity, warmth, redness, pain. I don't have any of that. I just have the pain. And I know I can press kind of like in a certain area and it's painful. It's not excruciatingly painful, but it's like I just, yeah, right now it's not painful, but it is behind my knee still. That is very painful. Like it's an achy, dragging, heavy feeling. Yeah, I was thinking something like that, but to me, it's not acting like it, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, I had something completely different going through my head. I was thinking DVT, diverticulitis. If your doctor suspected DVT, she likely would have sent you to ER for ultrasound. Yeah, but I wasn't really. The only pain I was having was behind my knee. And it sometimes it gets worse and then it eases up and then it gets worse again. And it becomes, and I have my feet elevated. Now, I don't have them elevated right up to here because I can't because of my hips. But I do have them. They're not on the floor. So yeah, I don't know. But I was looking for that redness, that heat, that hardness, everything, and I don't have that. No, I do not have that. Not at all. So, yeah, I noticed that the noise is starting to pick up again. Yeah. Oh, if you're wondering here, this is where I'm at. Oh, gosh. This is where I'm at on my winter sampler. So I'm over here working on this yellow here, not this one over here. So, and I had put in each wall here for the snowflakes. I got to do some more here though, and that, and yeah. So that's getting. Oh, and then all down here, there's all these words that go in here. Okay, so it's not just blank. So, and Gigi, I know you were asking. I think it was last week. You asked how it about the difference between this and the PDF. There's no difference. There's no difference. Same number of threads, everything. Same blended, everything's the same. Same back stitching. Now, I do know that Painting Fairy has some that are design works, and they have the name Design Works on that. So I am thinking perhaps it is that Cooler Designs gave them access and they're paying for that because they do have they do have the licensure for Pokemon and for what was the other one? Had it on the top of my head. Disney. Yeah. That's why a lot of their kits are so expensive because they've gotten the licensing for that. know if you can hear the birds out there or not. There's a lot of them. And there's a lot of young ones out there too. So, oh my goodness. A minute here. I gotta fix my seat here. It's starting to put pressure. Oh gosh. There, and that one, and that one. There. Oh, oh, there. That's better. One of these days, I'm going to sit back on this and it's going to go. And I have no ability to fix it. None. Gosh, I really feel sorry for David. I really feel sorry for him. Oh my gosh. He is, he's in a very small studio apartment. He has next to no room in there. He puts his two chairs in there, there's not enough for a bed. This is, I'm going off of what Juliet said. And the living room and bedroom are all in one. What he really needs is a sofa bed or a sofa chair. That's what he needs. Otherwise, he's got no room. Once you get your TV in there, once you get, you know, like it's smaller than this place, much smaller than this place. It's like trying to squeeze a full grown tuna into a sardine can. You can't do it. I am thinking, like, he's not going to be happy there. He's going to be looking for another place. That's what I think. Now, I don't know if he has to sign a yearly lease. I don't know. I don't know. It's part of the same Manitoba housing, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I feel sorry for him. On the cooler, wait a minute here. Uh, are you asking about, what do you mean that this one here? Yes, everything that is on the PDF that I got from Cooler Designs is exactly the same here. They may use different symbols in that, right? But I'm just saying, right? It's the same number of threads. Everything's the same. Same. What is it? Same blends. Everything. Now, of course, I change mine around, right? I put the etoile in there because I like that sparkly look. I will put beads in there if there's a, I don't know if there's, I think there's French knots. I can't remember. I can't remember if there's French knots in here. I, there could be. But yeah, I think on like the snowman and that right there. I know it's backwards, sorry. So, but here, you know, I'm going to put beads. I'm not a French knot person. No, no. I can't get my French knots to look good. And it's like they're either too long, they're too loose, they're whatever, too tight. No, I prefer beads. But yeah, so I would, you know, I have no problem with this. None. And I think perhaps it was that they had gotten permission um, to do this because in US dollars, it's almost $30 per kit. So I think it is that they paid for the licensing, you know. So, yeah. You know, that they would do instead of a counted one, that they would do a printed one. But everything is basically the same thing. Absolutely. Same number of threads, everything. So, I don't know. I would have thought perhaps they would have, they should have, oh, no, not that one. I don't know where it is here. I will find it. I will find it. Oh, here. This it. Right here. That I wish that they would have put on here, you know, copyright Cooler Designs. So I don't know. I can't see anything on here. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm assuming that they did because they have mentioned it before that they get licensing. So, yes, you said it all matched. Yes. That's why I'm thinking that they got the licensing for it. That's what I think. So, because the ones that you see, people on Facebook are saying they are stealing them, and also Hague Designs also. I don't know anything about that. I don't know. Like, I don't know what they've gotten licensed for. Um, but you go anywhere. You go anywhere. You go on Timu. You go on AliExpress. You go on any of the budget sites. And I'm just going to, of course, somebody is always going to say that, oh, it's stolen art, it's this. I'm just going to look here. Just a minute here. I'm just going to see if they have anything. Um, just a minute here. Da-da-da-da. Okay. No. No, not that. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm thinking for the price of it. For the price of it, I'm thinking that they do because um, they have here. What is it here? Let me see here. Okay, like, I don't even know what this one is. Just a minute. Okay, like they've got this one. I would never do it, but I'm just saying that's Pokemon. Okay, and it's pretty big, and let me just see how much. $258. I am assuming at that price is it is licensed. So because you can go, okay, wait a minute here. What does it say here? Did strong R&D capability, one-to-one service. Once the first cooperation will be a long lifelong partner. Okay, let's see here. 30% thickening, double stitch sizing technique, not easily deformed. Widened by 10 centimeters, delicate skin friendly. Um, I want to ask, you see is what you get. I would like to, I'm just looking here. Because the main photo you see is a high definition during heat in your file. Um, just a minute here. Okay, so it was established, Painting Fairy was established in 2017, and we have professional and technical research, development, production, and folk handicrafts. The products have been the vast number praised for consumers. This is, I guess it's an English translation. We began the exploration and development of cross stitch field from the beginning of 2018. Just so is changing the page on Facebook because of stolen art by these companies. Yeah. Okay. We strive to do. Okay. Constantly develop source rich library and to research and development and production of handicraft raw materials. Just read the cooler housing given. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Mhm. But I can indeed ask them. I just don't. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they have some kind of an agreement. I don't know. I'd like to give them the benefit of the doubt. If they were selling it for $10, I would say, yeah, yeah. And if it didn't look exactly alike, most people buy in good faith. The seller is the one at fault. Yeah. You know, you're taking, most people believe that when they buy something, they're buying it legitimate, right? So, does piracy happen? Yes, it does. I can't stop that. All I know is that, like I would never photocopy something out of a magazine and then claim it as my own design. You know, like no. But the thing is that it goes on. We all know it goes on. Um, You know, there's never going to be a way to stop it. Never. So I'll see if I can contact them and just see what they have to say. That's why when I show this, I always say this is a cooler design. I make no bones about it. This is a cooler design, you know, or this is a Disney design, or this is like something like Mirabilia or Lavender and Lace or whatever the case may be, right? So this is going to go on long after we're dead and gone. You know, AI is making it so, you know, you can't even tell who you're talking to anymore. You have to really listen. Because I watch various, um, you know, like Facebook pages and all that kind of stuff, and or YouTube channels, and you can recognize an AI voice. You just have to listen for it. So, you know, like eventually it's going to be to the point that it's, you're not going to be able to tell. Like the book I'm listening to, um, I've come across several words. They will go, um, the word grimace, they'll go grimace. Then there was the word for wound, like, you know, you have a wound on your leg. And they would say, he had a wound on his leg. So you know darn well, right? Yes. As long as they tell you this is an AI voice, I I think it's, you know, and you go into it knowing that it's an AI voice. You get a lot now, like you phone a place and they say press this, press that. Probably the majority of them now are AI voices. Remember when you used to be able to phone, say, the bank or the post office or wherever it is, and you would get a person on the other end, and you could talk to that person. Nowadays, you have to run through all these hoops to see if you can get a person. So yeah, this world we live in right now is not the world we grew up in. It is not. And I don't know what the kids are going to find in 50 years. What's it going to be then? You know, most of us are going to be gone in 50 years. I know I will be. Oh, she was out there one day. She was cackling and she started it. And I mean, it was really loud and very irritating. Poor Jonah, he just jumped like this. What the heck? Yeah. So anyways, oh my goodness. Oh. So when I'm done this, I'm going to get my lunch ready. And I think I'm going to make a sausage, vegan sausage sandwich with lettuce and cheese and tomatoes, that kind of thing. So I will have that for my lunch. And then I'm gonna, oh gosh, excuse me. Oh, I'm going to talk with my friends this afternoon, I think. And that will be my day. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And also remember that there is the dedicated Facebook group, Stitching in the Interlake. And to get in there, you must be a subscriber. You must be a subscriber. And you must answer the question, please give me the name of one of my 2 living sidekicks. And you have a choice there. And I will know. And it still amazes me how people, it says right on there, do you agree with these rules? You know, and all that. They do nothing. They do nothing. It is just so that I can tell if it's a bot or not. I mean, they're getting so good now, it could be bots on there. I don't know. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? So next week on the Saturday, I'll do a regular video on the Saturday. I know that, that a lot of you will be gone and you'll have family and everything else, so just watch it whenever. And then I'm also going to see about doing a live there for the parade. Oh, if I can do it, okay? I would have to sit right kind of there. My window would have to be open so I could get that Wi-Fi signal. So, yeah, if it doesn't work, I will just do a video of it and then just post that if I can't do a live. So, yep. Oh my gosh. Oh. I slept pretty well last night. I woke up at 6:45 because I had to go to the bathroom. I thought it was like 5 o'clock because it seems to be so dark outside, and then, yeah, this is what it is. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I hope that it is that for those of you that are interested will join me for seasonal July. And you can do whatever season you want. You can do whatever And if you just want to work on flowers, then work on flowers. You know, that's perfectly fine. If you want to work on a diamond painting, go ahead. I know it's sometimes we need a change. Some people will do knitting or crocheting. Oh, oh, oh my goodness. So, yeah. So, like I said, at the end of July, I will be helping Juliet with the yard sale. And so I'll do my videos in the morning and then I'll go over there. Yeah. So I'm not sure yet when I can take a bunch of my stuff over there. Juliet says she's got no room. But yeah. I'm just glad that my other buggy sold. That's gone. That's gone. Absolutely. So so it was a good thing that I took it over there, whenever it was there, 2 months ago or so. I wish I could get my ottoman out of here. Um, Rosie over there. Because, yeah, I'm going to sell her. And actually, uh, Juliet and John there um, sold something there for a lawnmower or whatever it was. Somebody had looked at it last year. They had it in their yard sale for about 2 years, maybe 3 years. And this guy saw it last year, and so he stopped around and wanted to know if they still had it. He was thinking about it all winter, so they sold it. That's good. That's good. Yeah. So, if any of you can think of something that I can add to my teaching class, you know, I don't know what else there is. I'm taking beads with me to show them. I'm taking, you know, I don't know, whatever else it is. I just want to give them a good head start so that um, they have a good grasp and understanding. And each one of those kits also comes. Have we asked what is your unicorn chart? I'm not stitching unicorn. No, 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 no. Somebody else wants to do unicorns, be my guest. Or Pegasus or mermaids. I don't know. I never got into that mermaid craze. Never. Never, 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 never. Never got into it. It was just not something. I just didn't have a unicorn means elusive, your dream chart. Oh, I was thinking of a actual unicorn. Um, no, no, I don't even know. I don't even know. I have no idea. I have so many that I need to finish. So many. I want to get back to that Persian lady for my doctor. So, but yeah, so I still have that one to finish. Plus, I'd like to get to Lady in the Woods and finish that one. That's been hanging around for, oh gosh, I don't know, 16 years, 17 years. Oh, I know. Okay. Well, looks like I'll only be talking to Christina. That's okay. So, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there'd be one chart that I would say, yes, I want to do this. I want to get it done. I want, everything. I don't know if I have that. Do I want to stitch a lot of things? Yes, I do. I have to finish some of these. So my goal is to try and finish some. But I am going to be starting on those seasonal ones, those seasonal samplers. So, but I want to get those all worked in and to try and get here, gosh, Jesus, the Good Shepherd done. That'll be nice to have it done. So, it's always nice when you get one completed, right? Yeah. I might just work on this afternoon. And the more I work on it, the more I'll get done on it. So, get it finished. Yeah. Because it's always nice to have it finished. And it'll be nice over there at the church too. Oh, I don't know where they're going to put it. Keep it simple. Beginners can be overwhelmed with too much info. Offer a handout with tips. Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, I just want to show them, okay, that you may come across this. You may come across a kit that has this type of, card system, floss system. You may come across ones that have the floss drops. You may come across ones that are just the threads, you know. So it's, yeah, yeah. No, I will do that. I will do that. So, anyways, I'm going to wind it up here. I am just going to finish up these couple of stitches. And yeah, this is looking pretty good though. I'll show you this in a minute. I will show you this in a minute. Yeah. Can you hear the birdies? Those are the little ones. Okay, right there. Okay. So that's what I got done. So I'm just working on all this pink here. Right there. I don't know. Yeah, that's, yeah, this up here, and then this one here. Yes, have a wonderful Canada Day on the 1st. Breaks up the week for those of you that are working, and a wonderful 4th of July. Um, if you can't join me on Saturday, that's fine. I hope you'll watch it afterwards. And that just stay safe, drive safely. Watch out for yahoos on the road. Never take it for granted that if you're coming through stop traffic and there's a lane right there, that there's not going to be somebody there. Okay, because I watched a lot of it on TV today. So, anyways, all right. So next Sunday there is a live from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Okay, and I will do a video tomorrow and every day this week, and yeah, we'll see. So, and you can always go over to Painting Fairy, and I will try and find out for you. I'll try and find out. So, anyways, so we will see you on tomorrow's video, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye, Exie. Have a great 4th. And that, so yeah, enjoy your Sunday. Toodlittles, everybody. Come on. Come on. Come on.